Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "It is one of the beautiful compensations in this life that no one can sincerely try to help another without helping him or herself." We're going to explore exactly what that means in just a moment. Unless you use for the service of others what God has already given you, you will find a long, weary road to spiritual understanding. Those words were written by H. Emily Cady, author of the book Lessons in Truth. One reason for our existence in life is to love, serve, and remember the presence and the power and the love of God. This helps lead the way to a transformed consciousness as well as spiritual growth. Service, of course, is key to multiplying the ingredients that is the recipe for our spiritual evolution. As Cady goes on to write, we grow by using for others the light and knowledge that we have. Alvin Poussaint, a prominent Harvard psychiatrist, was once asked what would he do if he found himself on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Because of the knowledge of the psychiatric field, it would be kind of logical and reasonable to assume that he would do what most prominent psychiatrists or others in their field would do, is just go to them. However, this was not his response. The doctor said he would find someone down the street who was worse off than he was, and he would help that person. He recognized that the way to put one's life together, no matter what the challenge, is to forget the personal self and to serve. I recall I had to take an unexpected and unplanned trip to Missouri, and my collecting flight to Missouri from Denver was canceled due to the storms that were passing through the Colorado area at the time. And there were no flights available until the very next day. Needless to say, it was not something I had planned or scheduled. It threw me completely off. But I had an opportunity that I didn't think I was going to have. While I was seeking to speak to a customer service representative, I was in the line, and it was a very long line, like, one of those Disney World lines where you just have to wait. And as a result of being there for a while, I started coming up with a conversation with another person who was right in front of me. And it was a woman who appeared to be quite distraught. She started talking to me about the business deal that was about to collapse, and she shared how she was struggling to make this deal happen and how important it was to her life and to her family. And it was all falling apart. She talked to me as if we were close friends and acquaintances, or I was her personal counselor. While this was not my intention when I got in line, I ended up in my own small way helping this person. I had never met her, and I posed a few questions that raised some alternative possibilities, and she eventually concluded that there was something greater in store for her as well as her business. I sensed that she was better off, and she felt better, even relieved. Interesting, I left better as well, and the challenge that I was facing didn't seem to be as significant. In a small way, I was able to serve that person, and my challenge that I was facing by being delayed seemed so insignificant. And the added bonus is that the line seemed so short when we were talking. Rendering service for others can really help us benefit ourselves, not only the receiver, but also those who give it. The basic truth reminds us that we give away in consciousness. Whatever that is, we keep it. Consequently, if you experience any lack in any area of your life, the surest way to replace it with abundance in that area is to determine what you have to give and to share that. Because we all have something to give. Anyone can serve. We are here as to be inlets and outlets of all that God is. And when we serve for the joy of serving, we will see and experience the new heaven and the new earth. Spiritual prosperity will flow to, through, and as us. And we shall grow in our own spiritual understanding. Well, I hope that you got some value out of this video. And if you did, just click the like button, leave a comment, and know that you can be transformed by the renewing of your mind and your heart.